Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming, and welcome back to our Let's Play of RPG Maker, MV. In our last episode, we set up our enemy encounters out here. I've also added more of Zone 3 to this section. So what we basically have is we have a Zone 4, where the spiders and hornets are, and then Zone 3 has the hornets and slime. So if we look at our distribution, if you remember from last episode, we have these type of enemies all set up to battle, and so Zone 4 is where the toughest enemies always appear. And then Zone 3, you have a chance... Oh, we want to actually switch this. Edit. We want more hornets than spiders. So we're going to up the hornets to an 8. Well, actually, we just have to worry about the hornets, so we'll leave them at a 6. We'll edit this down to a 3. 4. Alright, so in Zone 4, all spiders. In Zone... Wait, why have I had this wrong? That's why. Sorry. 8 is right, I'm sorry. So we have this set up, so in Zone 4, mostly spiders, some hornets. In Zone 2, in the woods, you're fighting bats. Otherwise, you're fighting slimes and hornets out in the world. So, that's all set up. One last thing we didn't do, it just bugged me when I was playtesting off screen. I forgot to change these spiders around so they don't look like garbage. So we're going to rearrange them. We're going to put one right there, and we're going to put one up here. It looked bad. They were all, let's clump a little too close together. There we go. Alright, so we have all these battles set up for Grug. But what if Grug gets injured? What if Grug needs to heal? Well, what we can do is we can go into Grug's house here, and we're going to set up some things for Grug to interact with, so that 1, we can let Grug heal, but 2, he can have some environmental items to look at, to click on, etc., if the player decides to come back. So we're going to do that through event scripting, the same way that we did before with our other events here, but as opposed to having a big event that leads the characters around and does everything, we just want interactable events. So with that in mind, we're going to go to our Grug's house exterior, which is right here, and let's put, first of all, let's put a thing over the gravestone. So let's go into our events. Let's right click on this gravestone and do a new event, and we're going to call this event Wife Grave. Doesn't really matter, just so we know what it is. And we're going to go ahead, and there's not going to be any special image, and we're going to set it to the action button. So what this means is the player will walk up to the gravestone, and if they hit the action button or enter, it will cause them to interact with it. And what we'll do is we will have a message box pop up. We'll show some text, and why don't we just say, Here lies Fontaine, loving wife, I'll do this all capital, loving wife and mother. Alright, so we'll do this, put this in here. So now what we have set up is, if we apply that and we put Grug in the scene here, as you can guess, if we're walking around with Grug, if we walk up to this and we hit enter, oh, whoops. Forgot to do one last thing. Right now it's set below characters, that priority. Remember those layers, below is under. For a below character, a character would have to walk onto the tile. We need to set this to the same as characters, and now Grug can interact with it because it's on the same level as he is. So now if Grug goes up to it, we hit enter, we get a little text message, Here lies Fontaine, loving wife and mother. We just need to add a little bit of punctuation to that, I think. So you can see how easy it is to make a little description for something that pops up. So we're going to make a couple more of those around here, and we're going to do a couple inside of Grug's house over here as well. So, back on this map, we've got this. Let's edit this so that we have some punctuation. Nope, not new. Sorry. We want to actually edit. And what we're going to put in is just, I want to put in some periods. It drives me nuts. All right. There we go. And of course we can make Grug say something sad, but we're not going to do that. We just want a descriptor. Over here, why don't we put something on the well? Everyone loves a well. We'll call this the well event. And we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to do same as characters, action button. And we're going to show text. And it's going to say, if anybody, everybody's going to recognize this, or they should. Look how dirty your face. No, we won't do that. Look how dirty your face is. Come wash your face. You throw a gold coin in the well. And make a wish. What was your wish? No, we won't ask what. You throw the coin in a gold coin in the well, make a wish. There we go. Real simple. Doesn't have to be fancy. It's just a little bit of flavor in case the player walks over and clicks on that. And I'm going to do the same thing. You know, we can do that a couple places. We're not going to do anything with this bucket. We don't need to do everything on screen. But what if the player walks over here and searches these barrels? We should probably give the player an item. Wouldn't that be cool? So, why don't we click on this barrel and make a new event. And the same thing, it's going to be same as character. We're going to call this barrel 1. And what we're going to do is we're going to show some text. And the text will say, you find, do we want to, when people talk, we will use regular capitalization. When we do messages, we will use capitalize every letter. So, you find a potion. So if we add this, we'll put this in. We'll put this at the bottom of the screen. Here we go. Descriptors, where we look at something, we will put at the bottom of the screen. And speech, we will continue to put at the top. That'll work. So you find a potion. That's great. The player found a potion. But now we need to add a potion into the player's inventory. So we're going to go here, and we're going to go to the party. We're going to change items. We're going to use the potion item right here. We're going to increase by a constant amount of 1. Now we could give them 5 potions. We could remove a potion from their inventory. You can see how you could have somebody, if they had to interact with something and feed it an item, you could take the item away from them. So this just lets us change the inventory. So we'll increase by 1, hit OK, and apply. And maybe we should, do we want to put a sound in there? Yeah, let's play a sound effect. So we need a sound effect for when you find something. So let's play a sound effect. And, oh, I forgot to mention this. I found my DLC content, so we have a whole bunch more of sound effects to use. Quite a few. So that's kind of cool. In fact, we even have a transceiver. We're not going to use that, but that's there. What is a good treasure sound effect? Hey, you found this item. It went in your inventory. We got some doors. We got absorb, attack. What's a bell sound like? Oh no. Nope. Nope. I don't like that at all. Maybe we will not add a sound effect to it, actually. I don't think I like that. So, we'll hit OK. Let's play test. So, Grug can walk in here. He can look at his wife's grave. He can look at the well. You throw a gold coin in the well and make a wish. Okay, we're going to go back to regular punctuation. I've just decided. I don't like the way the two clash. But then over here, Grug currently has 0 items in his stuff. Now again, Grug has his equipment that we gave him, but he has 0 items. But when we go here and we look, you found a potion. Now, Grug has a potion in his inventory. And we can use that potion on Grug if he wasn't fully healed. So you can see how easy it is to make findable items inside of stuff like barrels or things like that. So let's go ahead and let's change our... I'm going to edit these so that again... the capitalization. I'm gonna let's do it this way. There we go. Switch that over, and then let's let the player get 2 potions. So let's copy this event, and we'll paste it right here. So that way the player will get a potion for searching both barrels. So we're going to give the player 2 potions to start off. I feel like that's enough for right here. I don't feel like we need anything else interactable on this thing. So let's go to inside the house. So inside the house here is a couple places we might want to put things. Like we've got some bookshelves, we've got some, we've got the beds, of course. So let's put some events in here. Let's start with this. Let's just do a new event, Billy bed, and we'll show text. Again, we're just a quick message here. Show text. Billy didn't have a chance to make his bed. 3 dots, because why not? Very sad. All right, there we go. Again, same as character. And we're going to copy this because if this bed is two sprites big, I want you to get the same answer. I don't want it to be, hey, you have to stand here to click. I want it to be both. How about these books? What should we... books 1 right here. And what kind of books does Billy read, I wonder? Billy reads... how about books about... How about adventure stories? Oh! Adventure stories line the bookshelf. Line the shelf. Alright. Apply. Same thing here. We will copy it and we will paste it. We can never get the player to reach this painting, so it doesn't really matter. But up here we have the bed. So let's edit this. Let's put a new thing here. And you can see how we have a lot of different options, the different options we could do to make this a place where someone could sleep. But we're going to cheat because I don't know the scripting that well. So instead, I'm going to click here. I'm going to make a new event, and I'm going to make an inn. And so we could put an inn here. We could put a price, and we could say, okay. But we're going to change this here in just a second. So we're going to edit. First of all, we don't want any image. So we're going to remove the image to none because we don't want there to be someone there. So right now, the inn says 10 gold for 1 night. Would you like to stay? Instead, we're going to change this text. We're going to edit it. And we're going to call this... we're going to say... I should rest before heading out. And then we're going to have Grug's going to be the one who's actually saying that to himself. Where's Grug's face? Just the basic look. There we go. Alright, so now Grug's going to walk up and he's going to say, I should rest before heading out. And then we've got 2 choices that are going to show up. Show choices, yes or no. If we say yes, we're going to get rid of all these conditionals. So we're going to get rid of all of this. Oh, we're just going to figure this out. We're going to need to learn this anyways. So, we have a when yes and a when no condition. So we could add these in if we did a new flow control and we did a conditional branch. Nope, that's not it. What are these under? I'm pretty sure it's under conditional branch, but I don't know how these work yet. So I need to practice this quite a bit. So I'll need to look this up to figure everything out. Instead, we're going to cheat and steal this because we can just have a yes/no answer. So if yes, we're going to fade out the screen. We are going to play a sound effect, and that sound effect will be, is there a sleeping sound effect? Let's look under S. Slash sleep. What's this sound like? No, that's not very good. How about no. Nope. Nope. Is there a healing sound effect we could play? There's gotta be something. Come on. I just don't see anything exciting here. I don't know why I'm clicking on these random ones. It's what a hammer would sound like, I guess. Knock, laser, liquid, load, magic. Let's see. Nope. I'm looking for anything that sounds like a good... Hey, that's a good sound. We'll use that one. So we'll play the save sound. Okay. There. And then we will need to change the party. Again, we're going to need to recover the party. So, where do we recover all? Actor, change, HP. There we go. Recover all for the entire party. Okay. We can add a variable too if we want, but we're not into that yet. So recover all for the whole party. If no, then we want to close the window. Let's see. That's going to be underneath. Let's see here. Close window. Where do we have that? Well, when in doubt, save what you've got. Set up a new thing to cheat. And let's see what they have here. So to close the window, they write text and then end. Alright, when no, put nothing and then end. Okay, so if you do put nothing under no, you hit end. So, if we delete that, edit, nothing under no, hit end. So, if we copy this and put it here, let's go ahead and put Grug in this room so we can test things. Save it and test it. So now when Grug walks up here and looks at the bed, oh my goodness, I'm a big idiot. Same as characters. Same as characters. I'm going to do that forever and ever. How about these? Did we mess it up here? Yep. There we go. Alright, we did set that as same as characters, so we got that one right. So, let's try this again. So if Grug walks down here, adventure stories line the shelf. Alright. Billy didn't have a chance to make his bed. And then up here, the inn, quote unquote, I should rest before heading out. Yes? Oh, we gotta fade the screen back in. Or else we don't get to see anything. If we say no, it just goes away. So, one more edit here. Fade screen out, play, recover entire party. And then fade the screen back in. There we go. So now, if we go here, we say yes, we get that little effect. So Grug takes a nap, everybody gets healed and recovered everything. Cool. So is there anything else we need to add to this room? I don't know why. There we go. Maybe we should have a couple things here and another little comment on this, and then we'll be done with this little house. So over here, same thing. We just want to have an interactable dialogue box for the table. Alright, and again, we're going to put in just a little bit of text. And we'll put in fish on top of veggies. Should we add some commentary to that? Fish on top of veggies. Billy's favorite. I don't know why I wrote Billy's as though it was a... Don't ask. Billy's favorite. Okay. That looks good. And then over here, these bookshelves, they need to say something. They need to say... Oh, let's make them say something like... Oh, I don't know. Books about farming fill the shelves. There's multiple shelves here, not just one shelf. So Grug, he apparently bought a bunch of books on how to farm. Do we need to do anything with the sink? No. We don't need to do anything with these vegetables. I don't need to do anything with this fire. But this map, though, needs to have something on it. This should have some text that says... Show text. A map. A map of the War of Tears. There we go. Because who knows? Maybe we'll get to a point. If you look at this map, there's a continent here and a little... I don't know. Is there anything that looks kind of like what we're at? No, not really. We could put in a map that looked like our world if we wanted to, but we're not going to, because that takes too much work. So we have all these areas set up. We have an outside area. Let's go ahead and do a quick play test at the end of this. Real quick, we'll check the bed. That works. We'll check the map. I know exactly what I messed up there. That's okay. This fish on top of veggies. Billy's favorite. Books about farming fill the shelves. And then we already tested everything else. So the only thing that we broke was right here. We forgot to set this to the same layer as the characters. Unfortunately. There we go. And then outside, one last time. Oh, see, look at that. Forgot to change the I like you found a potion instead of you find. You found a potion. Alright. And then we'll just copy this and we'll overwrite this one. Nope, we didn't overwrite. We'll delete that one. Then we'll overwrite it. Okay. There we go. One last time, we'll walk out there. And you found a potion. You found a potion. And we should have 2 potions in our inventory. Alright, the very last thing we need to do. So when we were doing our initial cutscene, we had music that was set up to play over. But you notice we don't have any music that's playing here at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in some music for Grug's farm to finish this out. So Grug's exterior house. We're going to automatically play some background music when Grug gets here. And I have more background musics now, too, because of the DLC that I've got. So what is this village music? That's some good music. So we'll play that, okay? And then Grug's house interior. The only way to get here... Well, you could save here, I guess. So... Well, wait a minute. Can you save here? Let's test this. So if you're in Grug's house... Whoop. Something didn't go right. Oh. I still had that open. Save. Oh, I broke this. There we go. Alright, save it. Play it. So for in here we don't have any music. Can we save and load here? Okay, yes, yeah, so you can save anywhere. I don't know how to change that. But out here, the music plays. And in here, the music continues to play. Let's add, edit. Same one then, same music. I don't know if it'll start back up or not. So the question is, what happens? Hey, look, you can continue. Does it restart the music? No. Okay, so if it's the same background music, it's not going to restart it. Which is fine. That works out perfect. I don't know how to delete a save game, though. I'll have to look that up. Because I don't want a save game to be... to be actually present on our testing stuff. Okay. Very last thing is Overworld. We need to add some music here, and we're going to have it play Theme 6. If you remember, that's going to be our Overworld theme. Because it worked well. So, last little test here. We're going to go in here. New game. We get the Grug's house music, which is good. And then when we go outside, we get the Overworld music. When we go into a fight, it switches to the battle music. And when we win the fight, oh, if we can ever win this, there we go. We get our little, hey, you won? And it picks right back up where the background music was. Awesome. So, we're all set. We've set up a little home base here, a place where Grug can heal. We've got enemies. Next episode, we'll be setting up the first town Grug's going to go to. And I might change this town image. I'm going to think about that off screen for a second. But when we come back, we'll be setting up the first town where Grug is going to go. He's going to be able to buy some new weapons. I want to be able to buy some new weapons, to buy some new armor, and he's going to be able to buy some items as well, and he's going to have to talk to somebody who's going to tell him that the slavers are down in this cave. Alright? So, we'll be doing that on the next episode of Gaming with Grug, or starting that at least. Until then, I want to say thanks for watching. Please tell your friends, and as always, we hope to see you soon.